Nexon announces a new team-based shooter. Guild Wars 2 is rumored to be going free to play. All that and more. I'm Zach Sharps, and this is Free to Play Weekly. First up in the news this week, that free-to-play sci-fi MMORPG that has seen numerous bumps in development, Otherland, finally has a new early access date announced. So what's that new early access date? Well, if it's not delayed again, we will finally be able to get our hands on the early access build of Otherland on September 10th. Drago Entertainment stated that the delay was to bring both NA and EU servers online while also ironing out a few last-minute items. I've had a good bit of interest in Otherland, mainly because we don't have enough sci-fi MMOs on the market. However, early access still makes me cringe due to unfulfilled promises and a lack of desire to get the game done in a reasonable amount of time. Star Citizen, will you be buying into Otherland's early access? It seems as though another team-based first-person shooter is headed into the fray as Nexon and Cliffy B announced their new free-to-play title, Lawbreakers. Lawbreakers is a competitive team-based shooter set in an alternate future in which the world has been divided into two factions following a huge cataclysmic event known as the Shattering that changed gravity forever. This title will also feature various characters for you to play. The four announced currently are Kitsune, who is an assassin with high maneuverability, Breacher, that is a jack-of-all-trades gunman, Maverick, who is a skirmisher who loves taking to the skies, and Kronos, who brings brute force to the battlefield. Overall, from what I've seen thus far of this title, it seems as if it's going to be fun to play. Keep in mind, because I know a lot of you, as soon as I said Nexon, cringed, Dirty Bomb showed that Nexon can publish a title with a fair cash up, so there is hope for Lawbreakers. Sadly though, we'll have to wait until 2016 for this one. Hey, maybe it'll be worth the wait. Do you remember that browser-based Game of Thrones MMO that Big Point was gonna make? Probably not, right? I mean, most of us try to forget that site. Unfortunately for us, it seems as though Big Point is hiring for it again, showing that the dream, or rather nightmare, is alive. Big Point is looking for a technical artist, a lead 3D artist, and even a senior live producer for this browser-based title. I'm gonna make this brief. I hope they don't find anyone and just stick with Drakensang. The most interesting thing coming out of this week was probably a rumor that appeared on Twitter, and you guys know, everyone loves rumors, so long as they're at least probable and well thought out. If you follow IGN on Twitter, you probably have already seen this, and if you didn't, it's because it was torn down right away. There was an interesting line of text that appeared hinting at either a screw-up or Guild Wars 2 possibly going free to play in the future. The post said the following: "Yay, Guild Wars 2 is getting raids, and you can play the core game for free." Now, I'll be the first to say I'm not a genius, but considering this post got torn down immediately, either someone slipped some inside info of a future announcement, or it was just a mistake. Regardless, it's time for the question of the week. Last week on the show, I asked whether or not a specific art style has ever turned you off from playing an MMO. A user by the name of Ivan stated the following: "I can't play MMOs with traditional Korean graphics. They all look the same and create the feeling of playing a copy-pasted game even if it isn't. I mean, the generic iron boobs and nude butts, random design armor sets with lots and lots of polygons, and useless details that you'll never notice in action, and sparkles and shines, and oh my god, I can't think of it anymore. It makes me feel sick." Thanks for your very passionate response, and as always, if you guys want your comment possibly featured in next week's episode, make sure to leave a comment down below. This week's question is, if Guild Wars 2 was in fact going free to play, what would your hype be from a scale of 1 through 10 and why? I could honestly see this happening, the core game going free to play, that is, at some point, mainly due to the game already having a cash shop and an expansion on the way. Would be a slick marketing move by ArenaNet and also bring in a ton of new life into an already thriving MMO. For our last news story of the week, it appears as though Lionhead Studios' newest title, Fable Legends, will not be coming to the Steam platform. In response to a curious fan, social media coordinator Lauren stated that it will be coming to Windows 10 but not on Steam. This is somewhat of a curious move by Microsoft. However, I look at this as healthy competition for Steam, especially since the new Xbox and store interfaces are a billion times better than the games for Windows Live trash, which I hope stays dead forever. You know what doesn't stay dead forever? Giveaways, of course. Yes, make sure to head on over to mmobomb.com, check out that giveaways page, bookmark it, and check it daily to ensure that you never miss one. As for myself, signing out until next week's Free to Play Weekly, I'm Zach Sharps, and I'll catch you guys next time.